figure I may as well do this while I'm here. Oh, I got 3 credit on this. Didn't even remember killing horde players.
A powerful adversary has been spotted nearby. Act swiftly, champion.
It's a Murloc on a turtle. However, will we withstand its ferocious wrath?
Another enemy form. Offshore owes you a debt of gratitude.
I got some warden gear. I think it's stuff I already had. And anyway, it's not the nicer looking warden gear as far as I can tell. It's the 341. If you want the nicer one, it's the 371, and you can only get 1 bit of that a week. And it's random. It's probably a nicer looking version of the sword too. It also isn't an official set. The only official set is the less nicer looking one. Where the hell is my phone? Left it around here somewhere. Oh, it's here. It's covered by the lip of the cover. I know. I just feel like I'm missing something without it. Like you know, I'm getting messages and I'm just not noticing. All right, we'll go. We may as well finish off all these quests while I'm here.
A powerful adversary has been spotted nearby. Act swiftly, champion.
There he is. Okay. Hopefully we'll get people in here. Nice and quick. He's a rare elite, but he isn't a world boss, so probably shouldn't need too many people. Maybe 1 more might be okay. Sure. What? Did I not have auto invite on? Yeah, doesn't matter. Got someone else helping out. You know, I keep thinking back to playing through like Outland and alts and different things in the past. Oh, sure. And I know, I'm getting really nostalgic for it. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my alts into like Outland and Rat and getting to, you know, do that stuff. Because it's I always enjoyed like Outland, you know. Let me start again because I can't phrase this right. Recently, recently I started thinking back to the times I'd been leveling alts in, you know, like Hellfire's Peninsula, and just how much fun it was and how much I enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to doing it again with alts and actually you know, progressing through it and all that, rather than just doing a few quests and then getting distracted and not doing any further. So yeah, I know, I'm just excited to being done with the classic quests. Well, I suppose they aren't classic quests. They're, you know, they're the category jig of the classic zones. But in either case, be the classic quests or the category jig, I know they haven't really done it for me. I preferred the Outlands, rather Lich King, Pandaria quests. They've just done it better for me, you know. So I'm really looking forward to getting my alts up to those. I know it's a bit of a non sequitur from what I'm doing, but it just kind of hit me there again. Just just the nostalgic feeling of it, you know. So yeah. So I just wanted to say it while I thought of it. Is there an achievement for killing the rares here? No. Anyway. Druid Ranch, Kaldaya Huntresses, Hunters. Ancient of War. No longer a fight point.
A powerful adversary has been spotted nearby. Act swiftly, champion.
I've got to be honest, I am kind of looking forward to the classic servers Blizzard are doing. I'm hoping they're still doing them. I haven't decided against it or something.
Another enemy thwarted. Darkshore owes you a debt of gratitude.
Oh, you're doing it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to, you know, those, you know, I was saying the official classic servers being a thing. I plan on playing through them, but Horde and Alliance, whatever one will be my main, will depend on what my guild picks. From the sounds of it, we're going Horde, but we'll wait. Basically, we'll confirm later on. You know, I'll figure out what they're doing, and I'll go along with whatever, you know, they're doing. Like the current consensus seems to be Horde, but you know, people may change their mind on the day. So
Naga invaders are taking advantage of the turmoil in Darkshore. Drive them back into the depths where they belong.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it, seeing like doing all the old quests, seeing the stuff. You know, it'll be good. Ooh, Realize you were as burly as you were. Seems I got him. But, to the trident. What was I saying? But yeah, like I was saying, I'll be leveling up a Horde and an Alliance person, but whoever will be my main will depend on what the guild goes with, basically. I'm thinking a Horde, Forsaken Warlock, and a... like, maybe a Dwarf Warrior. That's what I'm thinking right now. But then again, I'm not sure if I want the Warlock to be my main. My first character was a Forsaken Warlock. That's why I want to make one. But I'm not sure if I'd want it as my main. I know, I'm just used to playing melee. I feel like I should stick with melee. So, yeah. Again, I hope we pick, Alliance. That way I can get my main as a warrior and still have the Forsaken Warlock. So, yeah, you know, that'll be the best for me. But, again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Watch your fingers. Twiddle Twirler. Shredder Blade. Darkshore Sentinel. The Sentinel Owls of Darkshore are forever protective of their homeland. Spin it, you're thoroughly entertained. Spinning, get your spin on. Huh. Also, Gwenblade? Isn't that what they call Geralt in Witcher? Gwenblade? White Wolf. I think that's what it's meant to translate out to. Okay. Missed him. Just barely, just my damn flying away. Darkshore Cache. I'm looking forward to the rated Battlegrounds coming back. That'd be great. This guy used to be on the other continent, but for some reason is now over here. He didn't used to be in a dungeon, did he? I think he was actually an out in the world kind of boss, but I don't know, he's just making me think of a guy. Yeah, it made me think of this guy. But yeah, he was in out in the world. He was in. I'm not sure if you could find him in Classic. Well, yeah, I'm not sure if you could find him in Classic or Cataclysm. Like which one? He was in one, but he was in like Eastern Kingdoms in one of their zones that was available in Classic. But I'm not sure if he was part of a Classic quest or a Cata rejig. Probably a Classic quest, but I'm not sure if he's still there or not. And like, I have just generally no recollection of him. It just, you know, faint remembrance. And that's it. So yeah, it's bugging me. Just can't remember where I saw him. The hell? It's a Murloc modded with Titan bits. Okay, I can see why he's upset, though. But, yeah. I think he's from some classic quest, but I can't remember any details about him. Maybe we'll run into him on one of my alts if he's still there. He's still available, you know, like still in the game as part of some quest. Maybe we'll run into him, or maybe not. Annoyingly, there's no world quest attached to this guy, so it's a bit more of a pain to get to kill him. Ah, back it. Where is this quest?
Our victory is not complete until every Horde soldier is purged from Darkshore. Leave none alive.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I was just saying again and again that he was from some quest, but I just couldn't place him, and it's bugging the hell out of me. It doesn't matter. But I hope maybe we'll run into him, maybe we won't. I'm sure the wiki will hold the answer regardless. These orcs think they can just take the ancestral home of the Blackwood Furbolgs. Let us free our allies and show the Horde they are not welcome here. Well, all the leaders of those Furbolgs are dead. 2 have died, and the 3rd one is corrupted and is killed. He's rare, we've done him in already. So, yeah. Slam. 20-yard frontal cone. Stomp. 10 yards. Victory or death. I guess he'll take the or death, so.
I'm out of range.
They just like gated them into this cave. Also, I think they rejigged the cave as well. I don't remember looking like that previously. I guess some of the bear guys managed to survive. That's rather surprising. In general, they just seem to get royally fucked up. They really don't stand a chance against this ancient protector. Look at its health bar. I was just not looking at it still now, and goddamn. Commander Drawled. Highborn Memento. Strength and honor. I'm not gonna kill him with this because it'll do me out of the 10. I'll do in the last 2 enemies, then I'll fly up to him.
Well done. Let each horde death be a message to the Banshee Queen.
The only message you'll get is, here's more troops, get them while they're hot. Given our insistence on wanting rezzing everyone as an undead. Also, you know the cutscene we saw of Sylvanas and her death here in WoW? To be honest, she kind of deserved it. She's an archer deciding to lunge into melee with an enemy, and not even lunge into melee with an enemy and then keep dodging, ducking, diving, you know, firing off arrows. You know, some like action movie shit. No, it's, oh, I'm in melee, shit, dead. You know, you kind of deserved it. You know, if you like, sure, go ahead, do it. If you can back it up with some badassery. Nah, I'm in melee. Better just stand here and let him shank me. Gobshite. Oh, these apparently don't count. Well, ain't that fantabulous? Small indie company. Twilight's Hammer's been getting a few things here. Really, yet another one that's gone mad? Is there one that's not mad? Anyway, Twilight's Hammer has been getting a few appearances here and there. I wonder if they're gonna rise again in prominence. Because last time they were relevant was in, like, Kata, with a bit of a nod in Legion, at least in the Paladin side. Yeah, I think they got a bigger nod on, say, the Druid side? But, yeah, basically depending on, you know, what class you were, determine what you end up seeing. And I think the Twilight Hammer, they get a bit of a nod on one of the classes sides. Bigger than it did for me as a Pally. So,
What is it?
I'm not going to do that. So yeah, I wonder if they're going to get a bit more attention here in Battle for Azeroth. I imagine they will. There's an Azot patch coming, 8.3, the last patch. Obviously 8.3.5 being a thing is going to be the last patch, but you know what I mean. They'll probably be relevant there with N'Zoth, because he is an old god. They'll probably be there. That's my guess. If they're going to get any attention, it's probably going to be there. But you never know. Blizzard might decide, okay, fuck him, we'll ignore him. Also, Lorna, you should be go running the raids. You got more health than I do, than most people do, and you're also level 123. You're over leveled for shit. You're also somehow managing to have a sword, shield, and gun equipped at the same time. Used to be able to do that, not anymore. So clearly she should be off doing this. Ah, I miss flying already. Also, that glaive is throwing me off. And now I'm just not used to seeing people with glaives. Oh, this. I need to auction that. Okay. Quests. I think I'm going to avoid him because he's annoying.
sight.
I'll fly down to here, and then I'll make my way out on foot. I'll go do this one. I'll peek my head down and I'll see about this guy. We'll go and do this one. I'm just gonna send a quick message. Just need to check something. I got a message, but no notification. One second. Alright. I'll go do the 2 world quests down here. Then I'll have to stop for a time being and go check. Well, go do stuff IRL. Have to move one of the doggies to put one of the doggies to bed and give the cats water. Ah, nice. I hate this guy so much. The tongues. Ugh. Please stop. I keep, you know, like I've talked, I've talked about my backlog on many occasions. I was saying, like sometimes I think, oh yeah, I'm fine on a backlog. I've gotten.
Wait, I definitely recognize that guy. That's not a good thing.
Oh, what was it? Yeah, I've talked about my backlog before, and I think, oh yeah, I got a really long backlog for this one thing. It's, you know, it'll be done at this date, and then I keep thinking it for ages, and then it's just like, shit, that's a month away. I was thinking I got a huge backlog for Final Fantasy 14, and it's still like a few months left on it, but it's not nearly as long as it once was, so it just keeps throwing me off. Actually, I'm not even sure it's that long after all. That long at all now. So keep an eye on the, you know, those free trials where you can come back and play for 3 days. You do that every once in a while. Play it in little bursts. Because I know the game just doesn't do it for me. I just can't get into it. Maybe if I had to go these over there, but I'm not sure. I think that just the flavor of the game is different. I find I can't get into any other MMO after WoW. Like WoW is just all I can play MMO wise. None of them really feels right. Actually, there was one game that looked like it would be up my alley, but I'm not sure if it's an MMO. I can't remember what it was. Oh shit! Run! Run! 388? Yes, please. Damn it. It's a bit low level, but yeah. Although gear wise, but it's fine. Thankfully, this guy isn't nearly as much of a dick anymore. Now that people are...
Nice work. Some of Taldago's inmates were in there for a reason. He was one of them.
The reasons or the ones in... Yeah, no. I was trying to be a smart ass there, but didn't exactly work. Yeah, he's got much less of a dick now. That I've got, well, like, I'm so burly, most of the others were really burly. Much less of a dick. Also helps when you actually know what to do. But anyway, let's get back to a... Let's go to Kenning Lodge via the Bridgeport 5 point. I don't know why they haven't shut down this place. It's probably a case of, you know, the narrative dissonance, but whatever. Then again, they hadn't shut it down as of that other quest we did, part of the war campaign. So, canonically, it is still open, I guess. Which is odd. Like, you'd think they would have shut the place down, you know? What's it called again? I can't remember what the hell the faction people are called. Ashvane. You know, Ashvane Company has turned against Kul Tiras. Why will Kul Tiras allow them to keep operating? Doesn't make sense. Get in the slightest. Oh, I can't wait till 8.2. Then we'll have some actual fucking content. Like, they really skimped on this expansion. I think that Mecha Gnome place was meant to come out in 8.1, but for whatever reason they pushed it back. Hopefully that's to make it better. Not like, oh, there's too much fun here. We better strip it out. Hopefully, not that. Anyway, sorry, I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna end this here. Yeah, I'm gonna end this here. I'll be back in a mo. Just need to... Ooh, actually, I also need to take my medication. So, 3 things I gotta go do. BRB. Oh, folks, and I'm back. I was gone long enough that this AFK'd me out. It's now 35 minutes past midnight. Damn. You can compare and contrast to work out how long I was gone if you're that interested. You know, sometimes people get curious about weird things. So you, because I've never done this before. I could then go do this. It'd probably be a better one to do. Maybe more tutorial seeker rep. Wrong one. Should be you. And it'll be good to get more rep with them. They're a bit low. There is a few quests on the other continent, and maybe a few here that I can go and do to get it up, but I only know a handful. Actually, I've probably done any that's on this continent. Well, this island. So, I want to go look it up and see. Because, you know, it would help doing, other quests. I mean, less world quests to do. If only, I would love for one of these to coincide with, this. Darkmoon Faire. Oh, that'd be beautiful. 4 days of 50% extra rep for more quests, and then the 10% from the hats. Didn't I have a ton of hats on me? Did they go away when the Darkmoon Faire ended? Because if that's the case, then that's shit. Because I thought you could only use them during the fair, but they were inactive, you know, afterwards, rather than you lose access to them during the outside of the fair. Like, they just disappear from your inventory, considering you have to buy them. That is kind of shit. It really is. Suddenly I'm having flashbacks to the snowboarding minigame from Final Fantasy VII. I did that so much. My god. I also remember doing so much of that goddamn arena for the Omnislash. At least kick me back to the start. Is there a ramp there? Yeah, looks to be one, but no. It looked like a ramp because that's the way Death Sled was meant to have crashed. Okay, so follow the actual racetrack and you'll be fine. Gotcha. How about I take out my hammer and just break the Yeti's knees? Problem solved. I know, suddenly there's a jingle there to that, and all I can hear is the Indiana Jones thing. Yeah. Ooh, nice. Hopping over it saves you. Ugh. Kill the Yeti. That's just really random. There's no questing, there's no nothing in relation to it. It's just there. It's not even tied in with the goddamn, you know, tourist resort thing. Which isn't here, it's at the, oh, it's elsewhere. Yeah. Anyway, let's head to this guy. Can't be bothered. Oh, I hope I didn't miss on of interest while I was AFK. No. Goddamn hostile deer. Well, it's a stag, but whatever. Go have your night elsewhere. Goddamn. Can I be honest with you? You know the whole islands thing? It got me... I was interested, I was excited. I thought it could be cool. I have no interest in them now. Like, just none.
Good, an adventurer. I have need of your services. Never underestimate the value or power of something more than 2 centuries old.
They have some like weird like sexual obsession. What? Wait, did they say 2,000 years old? I thought they said normally 200 years old. Did they change it? No. The whole old deer thing of only the Horde getting, you know, like hype for it and like tie-in stuff, and the Alliance not. But the Horde getting a tie-in stuff for the Storm, like the Storm Song raid, that just popped into my head again. Hello folks, and welcome to Post Commentary. Second time trying to record this, first time I glitched the fuck out. Basically, first time through, I talked about Old Deer, and you know how much that bugs me. It just, the lines felt very tacked on to the Old Deer raid. We had no real build up to it, or the Horde presumably got a fair chunk. And now that, and what also bugs me is that the line, that felt very much like a Horde raid. The lines were just tacked on, and now that we're gonna get an Alliance raid, the Horde aren't being tacked on, but are simply being brought into it with their own quests and whatnot. Which, I know, just feels really dickish and biased in the Horde's favour. But, whatever. Just raids have always been a neutral ground. They've always shared, like, build-up between the factions. And like, I have no problem with a faction having build-up of their own, because, like, say, you know, the Orgrimmar raid, it's set in the Horde capital. There's Horde characters that are relevant to the Hordes more so than Alliance person. Alliance person may never meet them. So, you know, if there's, you know, there could be build-up there for Hordes and Horde people, not Alliance. But Alliance would still get some degree of build-up, which isn't what happened here. And I know, just they really dropped the ball, and then the fact that they didn't drop it again, I know in my eyes ends up coming off like it just, you know, it was someone just being a fanboy kind of thing. Like, remember Illidan? Then again, someone was making a point before that it wasn't just someone being a fanboy with Illidan, it was to show that the Naaru aren't as good as we think they are. What Illidan still did bad, they haven't retconned that out, but the Naaru are flawed in their own way and don't care what he did, you know? So the other stuff is still canon, but it's just not, the Naaru just doesn't give a shit about it. So, whatever. It's an interesting point, but damn it, I want the bitch. But anyway, got the Chow game done, and now we're heading off to do Hardcore Raiders. But yeah, it'll be a bit of me fishing and a bit of me waffling on about Old Deer, because I'll basically keep stopping and starting every once in a while to what would you call it? Basically, I'll talk about Old Deer, I'll stop the recording, I'll start again, and try and talk about Old Deer while rephrasing it. And I'm pretty much not happy with any of them, so I'm just going to use the footage while talking over it. I'm also thinking this wouldn't have music, isn't going to have music. So what I could do is, remember the Christmas music from the post commentary I did previously? I still have that. It's elsewhere. It's in like a different folder. So I could stick that in over this. Wouldn't be that hard to do. I'll give you some music. Ooh, headset's fun. I do hope you're enjoying these videos, folks. I'm sorry, I'm rather tired right now. I probably should have headed to bed, but wanted to take a quick poke at the videos that I need to edit, but oh, what would you even call it? Well, headset. yeah, but oh yeah, I wanted to take a quick poke at the videos I was editing, and then I noticed this had a huge chunk that I needed to post-commentate, and it wasn't post-commentated. So I decided, fuck it, I'll do it. But I'm actually looking at it, and it's quite a lot to talk through. But anyway, yeah, I'm a bit tired right now, to be honest. It's quite late. It's later than it is in video. It's 3:45 in the morning. We should have been in bed a while back. But I wanted to record more Doom. Doom, 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 doom. I have no idea what to even say for this entire time. It's one thing when you're playing the game, you can, you know, find something in it to talk about, but right now I'm just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Ugh, tired. And I'm only nearing the end of the first segment. Let me think, is it? And right there I'm just talking about Uldir and Ulduar and whatnot, and the importance of its build-up. I suppose I could edit this down a bit, but yeah. But there I was saying about the build-up to Ulduar, and how it's like open to every faction, and you're more invested in the raid because of the build up. You got to meet characters that are in the raid. You know more backing to it and more meat to it than just what you find out in the adventure journal. So yeah. Probably should keep my glasses on. Just running over here because they had a nice group of people together, and I really wanted to take advantage of it. Give me a nice chunk of percentage. Actually, looking at it, it wasn't. It was a fair chunk, but it wasn't as great as I think I was expecting. Certainly what I was expecting now. I didn't remember how much it gave, so yeah. It's been a bit, and I'm tired, so it's practically like I'm seeing this for the first time. God damn, I kept talking about Ulduar, but yeah, every time I headset keeps falling. Sliding right off my head. I'm recording, right? But yeah, basically I would keep stopping and starting, and then starting and stopping. Talking about Ulduar. Oh, sorry, Uldir. Because I would say it one way and I would be happy with it, so I would try it again and I would be happy with that way, and it will keep happening. It's generally quite annoying. I do like the Christmas music you're being serenaded to right now, provided I actually still have it. I actually do quite like it. I haven't edited edited and uploaded any of these in a while. I do wonder where they'll end up now. Like last I uploaded was in October. Well, was for October. So I wonder where these will end up, and the sets after. October is probably already full, so November maybe. December will probably be a bit much. As I was saying in a future video, I do like having a huge backlog. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy, but I want the backlog that's not just, you know, filler. You know, just it's like actual proper videos there for you. But yeah. Excuse me. God damn, I'm just standing around talking. I think I'll do some more than just that, but I find it's when I'm trying to make a point like this, it's easier for me to stop what I'm doing and just focus on the point, because otherwise I just get confused works, but yeah, I get thrown off. My headset won't stop clicking. It's quite annoying. Doubt you can hear it though. So, small mercies and all that. I do wonder when 8.1.5 will come out, and 8.2. 8.1.5 has plenty more quests for us to do. There's Magni Quest, there's a few others. There's a murder mystery in the Brawlers Guild. There's new stuff. But I especially can't wait for 8.2 because there are actually 2 new places for us to go to. The Ashara base and the land of the Mechanomes. So, yeah. We'll be moving on to those places come those patches. I'm actually thinking I might leave this post commentary here and pick it up again tomorrow, because it's 9 minutes 4 and I'm rather tired. And I'm also puzzled on what to even say, because it's not like there's anything happening. It is jarring to look back at this after, you know, what I've recorded since. What I've recorded since has brought about a few changes here and there. So it's just jarring to see them pre-change. Well, that's what happens when you take a while to edit stuff. I was just kind of letting this all accumulate on my hard drive. I'm actually I think since I recorded this or whenever, had been eyeballing a new hard drive at the local PC shop. Well, not really local, but it's in the same county. It's close enough. 3 terabytes for 120. It's not a solid state drive or anything like that, but that's fine. I'll just be offloading all these videos onto it. Basically record stuff, then move them onto the other thing. And problem solved. Yeah, I moved them off my computer onto the new hard drive, and all's good, because that hard drive will be able to handle tons. I'm working with a lot less than what I'm currently using, and I'm holding plenty. But I did kind of lose track like the point I was making there, so I think that was what I was trying to say. Yeah, I think I might actually call quits here, just for the second. Oh yeah, the fire flask. An uncanny... An uncanny flame is suspended within. It's a bit small on my screen to read, and I can't, you know, increase the size of the screen without fucking something up. I tried it a moment ago and it did not cooperate. Oh yeah, I was looking at those books. Since I completed the one of them, I could get rid of it and get my money back. I think I eventually do that. Not entirely sure why. For the moment, I saw her as a level 3, not 120. Bit of a difference. Bit of a difference. Yeah, I'll call quits here for the moment. Normally, I don't do post commentary in multiple waves like this, but I'm willing to make an exception. I really am. I'm really willing to make an exception. I'm more tired than I realized, so probably should just pass out and not while I'm on camera. So I hope you don't mind my droning on here. I'm sorry that I can't find anything to talk about. It's just a lot of what's happening here is just me standing around or me doing content that I've shown you before. It's nothing new. There's nothing really to even say, you know? So, yeah. But anyway, talk to you again. Hey folks, and welcome back to Post Commentary. I'm just going to start it again once I find the button. There we go. No, wrong one. For some reason, there's two windows where footage should be. One's blank and the other isn't. I have no idea how to fix this. There, we fixed it. But it's not like I'm missing anything. It's just me standing around reiterating a point. Yay! Exhilarating. And finished Doom there. Then I wanted to record something else, but it would take too long for me to download Resident Evil 1, and same for StarCraft, so I went and like, let's record some Eridor, and I managed to fend off an attack, and then completely fuck myself over. And I'm a fucking idiot. But to be honest, if you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you already knew that, so... You heard it here last, folks. For fuck's sake. Probably think I might actually edit in music here. Remember the Christmas music in Ironforge? Yeah, that. Might actually edit that in. You know, that actually might be fine. Give you some background music so it's not just me nattering the whole time. I think I made some other points here, talked about something else, so part of me feels bad, you know, just editing this whole goddamn thing. But at the same time, you know, fuck it, I can't be bothered, like, you know, scalpeling right now, you know. Probably shouldn't be editing when I'm kind of irritated. I know, I just fixate. I want to play a game, and if I can't play it, I'm just like, rawr! I'll be getting space cleared off tomorrow. I can't wait till I get this other hard drive. It's €120 for 3 terabytes. It's so much more space than what I'm working with. I'm working with like a terabyte maybe. You see how big my folder here is. 764 gig, and most of the time I'm working with at most like 200 gig. Right now I'm working with a 30. So yeah, basically I'll like double my recording space once I get it. It'll be fantastic. Of course, when I go to delete footage, I'll have to delete a lot more, but there you go. What I'm going to be doing is uploading stuff, then re-downloading stuff, because YouTube compresses them better. I will want to get a separate hard drive for that though, because that will take up a lot of space. I have 10,000 something videos, you know. as of time recording, time of this, post commentary, I had like 10,500 videos. 10,520, something like that. You know, this post commentary couldn't end soon enough. Of like another 13 minutes. Ugh. Just take me now. um. I'm having a look at Twitter to see if there's any here that's motivated me to that gives me an idea of what the hell to say. You know, I really like the Gothic font. It looks awesome. Like the Diablo stuff and different things. Just that general like Gothic font is awesome. Also, video of a pup in rehabilitation. It's like walking on a treadmill in water. Adorable as hell. Send this thing to myself to read later on. And I'm still talking about old deer. Like, I have a valid point, I just feel like I can't make it without sounding like a whiny fan. Just, I don't know, it's just probably me just being overcritical of myself. But yeah, I feel they really dropped the ball on old deer. It felt like a horde raid with the lines tacked on, but you're fighting an old god. You're going up against a threat to Azeroth, and it's a raid. No raid has been focused on a particular faction. Some dungeons have been, like the Siege of Borealis, King's Rest. I've never actually done King's Rest, still haven't. But it's, you know, what the Horde unlock, and we unlock it through the war campaign. And, you know, it's clearly a Horde, kind of more the Horde one. The Stockades, the Ragefire Chasm, they're clearly, you know, faction dungeons that the other factions can't participate in. But they're clearly the faction dungeons, and that's fine. But there's never been a faction raid, they've always been neutral. So the idea of doing a faction raid just, I don't know, seems odd to me. And it's especially odd when you do a faction raid, and then when you leave out one faction, then when it's going to swap around, you decide not to swap around. It just comes off like you, like, I remember how I was saying there's a fanboy in control for Illidan. Makes it seem like there's a fanboy in control again. I don't know, maybe I'm just being too quick to judge, but it just comes off as a really weird decision, and just that seems like the easiest answer. Because a lot of people in a lot of positions leave, like, I'm a fan of this, and leave that guide their actions in bad ways. Like, I remember people talking about, you know, writers on like Warhammer 40k. They'll be like fans of a particular faction, and then they'll make them the best thing ever, and be like turn them into none but mere Sioux. The Ultramarines come to mind, and you know, I'm just irritated. I got no build up to the fucking raid, and then I was stuck with it for months. Also, I was looking at the aesthetic, like the building on that, and I was wondering, does that actually even fit the aesthetic of the area? Like, you know, like, is there a building in the game with that model? You know? Because I think there is. I just can't place it. But But yeah, I'm a big fan of story and content, and well, I'm a big fan of war and stuff, and I'm just annoyed that I got nothing for the raid. I mean, the Horde got stuff, but we got nothing. It just kind of sucks. Like, sure, like, I see the idea of the Horde having, like, it's their zone. The Alliance don't really have much information, you know, agents there. But I feel like we should have gotten something. Sure, maybe give the Horde more. They have more of a, like, say if there was a raid, and one of the Horde NPCs or Alliance NPCs is now a boss in it. Maybe, like, say Tyrande goes evil. Sure, you know, give the Alliance, or, you know, say instead of Tyrande, it's Bane. You know, give the Horde or the Alliance or whoever a quest line delving into that. The other faction obviously doesn't get it, but, well, maybe not obviously. You could have the other faction getting it as well. You could learn about Bane's thing, True Anduin kind of thing, because they were buddies. You know, but regardless, you could do a build-up like that. But that doesn't mean the other faction gets nothing at all about that raid. They could still get something, you know? It just seems like Blizzard just really dropped the ball on many things here in this expansion. And that was one of them, and it just really bugs me. Because we had basically nothing to that raid. We saw, the only thing we got for that raid was a cutscene at the start of the expansion of seeing a guy on a boat. Now suddenly the guy is a raid boss, and apparently a old God Aligned corpse. And it's just like a, okay, this is something. You know? They really dropped the ball on the storytelling side. They kind of fixated on the Horde, and ignoring the fact Sylvanas commits genocide as morally grey, and forgot about the fact that they're actually doing other things. But yeah, like, my point is simply, like, sure, you know, give, like, one faction a bit, you know, more, if they got more tied into it. Sure, that makes sense. But don't cut the other faction out entirely. That's really shitty, you know. And it's also shitty to do that and then proceed not to cut the other faction out when it's their turn. It's playing favorites, you know. Ugh. Just bugs the shit out of me. Was I gesturing at the helm there? Because I know I was referencing that in like a recent video I've recorded. Like the helm on the side of the chest, I did like the style of that. But I'm not sure. Bilge Master, Harbor Master like plates, and I can't see. I don't think they're an improvement. They might be on par. I can't tell. Looking at my raid sim now, I actually should have gotten them, but whatever. Vaguely remembering doing this. It's a bit ago. It's the 5th of February right now. But I'm never happy when I talk about Old Deer. I never, like I said, I can never feel like I make my point without sounding like a whiny fan, you know? But like I said, my point was just simply that, like, sure, you know, give the Horde more because they've like more like tied into it, sure. But don't cut the Alliance out completely. Similarly, say if there's an Alliance raid, don't cut the Horde out completely. Give the Horde something, give them something to care about. But even if the Alliance end up getting more, give the Horde something. Similarly, if the Horde get more, give the Alliance something. Cutting them out completely just takes away from it. You know? It's... I actually forgot all about having that item. Huh. But, it's been longer than I thought. It's felt like months. But yeah, they just really dropped the ball there. That's basically what I'm getting at. And yeah, I'm actually happy with that. And it just, part of the reason why it bugs me so much is that the Alliance got cut out of that. But when it's the Horde's turn to get cut out, they don't. They get brought in and tied in because, well, you know, why would we be cutting them out? It just comes off as either they don't know what they're doing or they're playing blatant favorites. I know, I don't know what Blizzard are thinking anymore. To be honest, I never knew what they were thinking. I remember arguing that they were just making decisions by throwing darts at a board. And to be honest, some days I'm actually wondering, now that I think of it, I'm actually wondering if that could actually be accurate. And actually, it turns out I actually never closed Chrome. Normally I close Chrome before I start recording anything. But I've been kind of all over the place right now, so I kind of forgot all about it. But yeah, I'm just here looking at appearances. Now I'm about to deposit shite. I need to get that Water Strider mount. Need to do work in Pandaria to get it. There's one or two ways of getting it. Either with Nat Pagal or via... and I think that could be Nat Pagal in WoD. Or Nat Pagal in... or the Anglers in Pandaria. I'm more Angler rep, so obviously we'll be working with them. And I got a bit more as of late, so yeah, it would be easier to get to do that, you know, to work on them. Though I do wish I could just slap on a tabard and, you know, get rep with them, like you see there with the Glenaean tabard and the other tabard. I actually think of it, I kind of regret getting rid of my Glenaean tabard. If only for the fact that I could slap it on now and just finish off Gulneas. Would be nice. What is that red faction I got down there? I think it's the 7th Legion. It's hard to tell. It's I've got a very smaller version of this. Okay. Okay, well, I'm about to sign off in a moment. There's very little left. Oh yeah, I was just reading the description to Grimstone Stew again. But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I do hope you join me again. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, and at all, I'm signing off a bit early, maybe I can draw this out a bit. Please let me know in the comment section below. Do keep in mind the backlog. It seems that it was like the 18th when I recorded this, of January. The footage, the 5th of February when I recorded this audio. So yeah, like, feel free to let me know, like, tell me shite, but do keep in mind the backlog. The backlog is kind of substantial. So, yeah, please, like, tell me stuff, just, you know, just keep that in mind. Because, like, things will have changed, I'll have moved on and all that. Like, we're working, as of time recording, we're working on the new raid now. While this footage, you know, it isn't even out yet. So, you know, things can change kind of quickly. So, and never mind when you add, you know, like 10, you know, most of a year between recording and release. So just keep that in mind if you want to say something. Because, you know, there's a fair chance I might have already done it or whatever. But I'm not saying not to tell me, just basically if it takes me a while to get to it, that's why. You know, well, I suppose I could have gone around saying that a better way then, couldn't I? I know the footage has stopped, but I'll just finish the point. Yeah, basically, long story short, feel free to tell me things, feel free to say things in the comments, just keep them on the backlog. One way or another, it's situational, but, you know, that might be relevant, you know. Feel free, you know, tell me stuff, but just keep that in mind. So anyway, folks, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. Sorry for that tangent there. I started phrasing that quite poorly, and I apologize for that. But till next time, love and peace, baby.